Okay, so stage 4. We're actually now at the point where we are going to work out how much time you do have to revise. And so what we are going to do is use these 2 pages here and the revision timetable that you started crossing out days you can't work on. And we're going to look at, first of all, how many days can you not revise? And then we are going to work out how many days can you revise. So the first thing that I'm going to look at is the number of school days. So the number of school days where you've decided you can't revise. So we go all the way back up to the top. And school days, we ignore the Easter holidays here. And school days, I've highlighted them in red. There were a couple of Tuesdays there. So there was 1, there was 2. And then I think here I said maybe you decided that Tuesday you were going to start revising. So there's 2 school days here. 2 school days where you can't revise. So what you're going to do is you're going to write 2 school days where you cannot revise. You're then going to take 2 away from 11 and say, okay, so I will revise on 9 days. And then you've got to decide how many hours are you going to revise for each day. Now, I would say that you need to be looking for 2 hours a day on a school day in the evening on top of your school time, which is a lot, I know, but the exam season's not tremendously long. And so up until the times the exams start, you've got 9 days. You're going to do 2 hours a day. So let's put 2 hours a day in here, and then you're going to multiply these 2 numbers together. 9 days, 2 hours a day means that you've got 18 hours on school days on which to revise. So not loads, but you've got some. Now we're going to do the same for the non-school days. So in theory, there's 22. But what we've got is up until the start of the exams, we will have found that on the non-school days, you knock some out. So here, highlighted in blue, I said there were 6 in the Easter holidays that I couldn't revise on. There's a 7th there, which is the bank holiday Monday. There's 8 and 9 there, and the exams start here. So there's 9 days where I cannot revise on a non-school day. So there's 22 in total. 22 minus 9 leaves me 13 days when I can revise on a non-school day. Now, here's the thing. I would suggest to you, wait for it, on a non-school day that you should be looking for 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day at least. Okay, you've got to put this time in over the exam period. So if I said I was going to do 4 hours a day for 13 days, 13 times 4 is 52. So I have got 52 hours in which to revise before the exams start. So if I now take my 18 hours from step 5 and my 52 hours from step 10, 52 plus 18 is 70 hours. I've got 70 hours to start revising with up until the start of the exams. Now I want you to do the same thing for half term, just to, because that might seem like not a lot of time, but half term, number of half term revision days. Right, so let's go back up to half term. So I find half term here. It might be you say the bank holiday. Let's strike that one out. Okay, strike that one out. So I've got 1 day here in half term when I can't revise, and then there's the Saturday here when I can't revise. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 2 days when I can't revise in half term. So if I go back to my half term, there's 9 days in total with the 2 weekends and the 5 days. There's 2 ways when I can't revise. So I will revise on 7 of those days. I will revise for 4 hours a day. So I have now got a bonus 28 hours with which to revise. I've got my 70 hours I had from the previous stage, and so I'm talking about 98 hours. 98 hours on days when I don't have exams. There's also all those evenings where you have got exams, but I suggest you're going to be revising for exams you've got the following day or exams you've got up. So I've got 98 hours to divide out across my exam time. I'd like you to do the same thing and work out what is your total number of hours that you have to revise.